The Brightspace Pulse mobile app helps your students stay connected with what's new and what's next in their courses. The Pulse app helps students stay up to date by unifying D2L course calendars, assignments, grades, and news items into one convenient location. However, before your students can use this powerful tool, you must first appropriately prepare your course using tools within D2L. In this video, I will show you how to configure due dates for each of your content modules and assessments. Setting due dates in D2L allows students using the Pulse mobile app to sort and track upcoming assignment due dates. For your students not using the Pulse mobile app, the due dates are also organized into the course calendar on your course's homepage. For best results, you'll want to add due dates to each module and each assessment in your course. So to set due dates, I'll begin here on my D2L course homepage. The easiest way to enter due dates in D2L is through the Content tab. Before adding due dates, you'll want to make sure that your content is organized. We generally recommend organizing your content into weekly modules. For example, I have a module 1, 2, and 3 here representing the first, second, and third weeks of my course. Then within each module, I have my content ordered sequentially in the order that I want my students to interact with the content. Since my content is already organized, I can begin adding dates to module 1 here. I'll start by adding a due date to the module itself. I click Add Dates and Restrictions at the top of the module. I click Add a Due Date. And I set a due date and time. You may have noticed that you can also add an end date here. 99% of the time that we recommend that you do not add an end date to your course modules. Adding an end date to a module will prevent your students from reviewing the module's content later on. So after adding my due date, I click Update. I can now see that the module has its own due date. And now that my module has a due date, I also want to attach due dates to every assessment within my module. Assessments generally include anything that your students need to submit, such as Dropbox assignments, discussions, and quizzes. So let's add a due date to an assessment. My module 1 here has a discussion, a quiz, and a Dropbox assignment. Eventually, I'll want to add due dates to each of these assessments. But for this video, I'll start by adding a due date to this module 1 discussion here. I click the triangle next to the item. I click Edit Properties in Place. I click Add Dates and Restrictions. I add a due date and time. And finally, I click Update. And now I can see that this discussion has its own due date. And so that's how you add due dates to your modules and your assessments in D2L. Your students who use the course calendar or the Pulse mobile app will thank you. For more D2L guides and a list of our upcoming D2L training sessions, please visit us online at nl.edu/LMS. I hope this video was informative for you, and I thank you for watching.